Hey, yo, what's up, people? Iggy here with Faltacunlimited. I have one more video I'm doing today, and I have never really had this type of request before. I've actually been asked to do a firearm sidecar style, but instead of a magazine, instead of handcuffs. Now, that is a completely one-off custom pain in the butt that I respectively declined because that's something that's going to be extremely hard to do unless you do it as a two-piece with a backer. But anyways, I am doing it inside the waistband for some peerless 802 hinged. So luckily I have a mold from Ox Creek, which is what we're going to be using. I have it set up over there. Now what we're doing is, what are these? I'm doing RCS overhooks. These are extremely popular in the inside the waistband world. The only thing that sucks about these are $10 a pop. It is what it is. So we're going to be using 2 of them on this, and this has, it has a special request of a particular camo, which I forgot what it's called. Multicam Tropic. There it is. So I went ahead and I found some on Google and I printed off some Multicam Tropic. And you're probably like, Iggy, why is there white on there? Well, let me tell you, when you do sublimation, it does not print white. So whatever color the Kydex is, that's going to be where the white is. So I got here some forest green, and if you look at Multicam Tropic, it actually has some forest green in it, or some very light green. So everything that's white is going to be this color, and then you got your other darker greens, browns, and blacks in with this. So let's go ahead and do this. This holster's not going to take long at all, but like I said, this is a first for me, so let's check it out. It's going to be a first for you guys too. I have my heat press already heated up. It's at 390 degrees Fahrenheit, and because we're doing sublimation, it is going to go for 340 seconds. I've noticed with this one, if I hit 400, it seems like it's a little too much, so I bumped it down to 340 seconds. I'm going to see how it goes with this run, but let's just do it. Very, very important when doing sublimation on Kydex. Make sure everything's clean. Throwing this on upside down. It's going to be print first and then the Kydex. And now we wait. While we're waiting on that, I'll show you how I have the mold set up. I'm going to be putting the RCS overhooks right here. I already had these ones in place. As you can see, the tape is pretty much wearing through because you can see the rubber spacers. But that's all that is. This one was designed by Ox Creek Tactical.com. I got it, God, 5 years ago, something like that. I've used it for police departments on their duty belts. It is made for tech lock blocking, so I went ahead and add these. I could glue them in. I had them glued in, but they popped off because of the way I did it. I added this piece right here. I actually gonna have to take that off, fill it in, and move it just a hair because the trim jig I got makes it cuts right on the outside of it. But no big deal. I could either shave down the trim jig or move that. But it is countersunk, and then I bonded the hole, so it's perfect. But that is what we're gonna rock. Just while that's in the press, I like to get ready for a couple other things. I got my gloves right here, and we're gonna have our X-Acto knife. I like to have this out because what I do is after I flip the Kydex, you're gonna see in just a moment, after I flip it, I'll get underneath it and then pull it up. And my watch alarm's going off. It is now midnight. I guess my watch is a little off. That's okay. But again, this is going to be a first for me. I hope the camo comes out good because then I'll just offer it as a camo later on. But I'll tell you, after I finish this, I'm going inside, edit some videos, play some games, and I'm going to bed only to do it again tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be a long day. I'm going to be in the shop from pretty much 9 a.m. till about 5 p.m. And then I'm going to be working overnight at a job for 5 p.m. Well, 6 p.m. is when I get there till about 4 or 5 a.m. And that's when I'll be home to take a nap and do it all over again Friday. So let's see how this goes. How much time we got left? 199 seconds. Yeah. Oh, that came out really good. I like it. Let's drill it. Alright, I went ahead and I skipped the boring part. I went and cut it on the bandsaw, hit it on my buffer, and now here we go. We're going to head over to the heat strip, or the strip heater, and go ahead and get this all formed. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our cuffs, we're going to grab a holster, I'm going to grab my camera, and that way. Come on. Now, doing cuffs can get interesting. I'm going to go ahead and I like to heat up in between each one. I'll go back and forth instead of just keeping it in the center. If you want to keep it in the center, that's completely up to you. I like doing this because I think it gives a more uniform bend on it. So again, I'm going to keep moving it until it starts to bend, and then I'm going to hit it on the other side, because what happens is if you keep it in one area for too long, it will bubble and melt. So you can see how I'm starting to twist. Got to get that twist. And then with cuffs, we'll lay that in there. And then line up your holes and squish. But try not to move them. I just did. There we go. Right there. And then squish. And cool. Let's assemble. And before I start to assemble all this, I'm going to go ahead and just give it a quick spray here. Let's go and wipe it down. Sometimes when you do sublimation, you're going to get a dull image on there, and when you wipe it down, it just brings out the shine on whatever you're doing. Alright, so like normal stuff, we want to put, I should have done this before I folded because I got fat sausage fingers. Those. And then everything is, this should all be the same. Yep. Okay. So if you're wondering, these are 1/4-inch slotted posts. Oop, fat finger. Come on. There we go. 1/4-inch posts, 1/4-inch right there. Those are 1/4-inch. So this is going to be inside the waistband. We are going to do this backwards because this is actually an outside the waistband. 1/4-inch. This is 0.4375 or something like that. It's more than the 1/4-inch that I normally use. As you can see the difference right there. Now I do that so it allows more adjustment this way for the end user, because these cuffs, some are worn, some aren't. So it gives them a little bit more, a little bit more travel in there. So that feels really good. And when you have it in your belt, it's going to add a little bit of retention as well. Now these are adjustable cant. Of course, I got to get my fat finger in there to hold it because of the way the screw is. There we go. Now for this one, all right, I'm going to tighten that down. Oop, too much. Let's see here. Yep, right there. Tighten this one down. There we go. And we'll move on to the next one. Whoop. looks like. There we are. So here is a inside the waistband cuff holder for the Peerless 802s. And that's it for me tonight. Thank you again, guys, for watching this video. Hopefully in this video you learned a tip or two on sublimation and the fact of forming Kydex cuff holsters. Now, like I said, I've never done anything like this before. I might want to change something out, like as in smaller screws so it gets tighter, because I noticed that these can move left and right, or at least this one can. Maybe that was a longer screw on its own. But regardless, I'm going to send pictures to the customer. Hopefully he likes it. And that's it for me. So I am actually, it is midnight, so it's now Thursday morning. I am going to bed because tomorrow I'm still going to be working at this time for a few hours. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned a couple things, and I will see you again. Love you lots. See you later. Make good choices. Love you. Bye.